Too easy, guys. Thanks so much. Cheers. See ya. Valentinas on a weekend is very loud. The extractor's blasting. People are talking over each other. It's kind of carnage. It's a tin of sardines. But somehow it works. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. I grew up in a small town called Gravesend, southeast of London. I think I very naturally kind of gravitated toward the element of people and the desire to connect with people for sure. The uncertainty that can also bring as well. I feel like cafes bring a certain level of consistency, familiarity, community. And to a certain degree, I think it's kind of like the pub. It's a certain cornerstone of, albeit slightly healthier society. Marrickville's kind of the ideas place for a lot of people, and with that comes a lot of diversity, a lot of creativity, a lot of people trying to come up with new ideas and things that nurture them that obviously need to work because it's a business, but I think a lot of people would do it whether or not there was money in it anyway. Like most cafes. There's not really loads of money in it, but we love doing it. I didn't actually know anything about the happenings of Valentinas until I got a text from Elise.
When we opened, our first weekend of trade was bonkers.
No matter how much staff training you did, you couldn't really prepare anyone for it.
Which is everything you could ever hope for. It's stressful at the time, but there was like a huge crowd on the street and we were stopping people from being seated because the kitchen couldn't keep up. We were running out of food.
We just sold everything. It was very stressful.
Valentina is one of our dogs. We thought it was a really mad name for a diner. Our experience of diners in the US is like very simple food and very warm service.
It was never once like, I'm going to do an American diner. It was like, if I had a diner, what would I do? I just wanted pancakes, really. That was the main thing. Couldn't go anywhere without getting pancakes that were like covered in micro-herbs, weird foam.
Mandarin cream.
Yeah, mandarin cream. I just wanted pancakes.
So frequently when people see business owners, they think of, you know, a big point of stability, an ivory tower, whatever that might be, but ultimately they're actually just still people just figuring it out as well. You know, you go to school, you learn something, you study for something, and then you do the thing. But no one really says, oh, I want to own a cafe when I'm older. But it's an incredible existence and it's so fun. It's just very volatile.
Someone might come back 100 times. Someone might only come once, but they've got to get the same experience.
A reliably nice experience.
Yeah. Simple, reliable, nice.
Nice.
It's at least acknowledging that the person you're serving isn't just another number, another customer walking through the door. It's just a person who just wants to sit at the bar and watch you cook food. At the risk of sounding quite pretentious, I feel like there's a certain healing element that cafes do have, and at least that's definitely the case for me, having worked in the same space for 5 years. And, you know, there have been times where there's a certain degree of cabin fever or, you know, things like that, but ultimately the consistency of the cafe for myself, but I hope for people who come here, is the thing that's kept me coming back. The opportunity to meet people and broaden your own kind of horizon socially is awesome. And ultimately, I think that's something that so many people are missing, whether your head's in your phone or whether you don't know how to talk to a stranger anymore. A quick interaction, a quick acknowledgement, it goes a really long way.